sound yet. Good morning, kids! I think our countdown might have worked even a little bit better today. We're figuring some things out. We're going to try a couple other things as we learn and get ready for a special Sunday this Sunday, right? Palm Sunday. I hope that your parents got some information on how to make some palm branches, because we're going to have palm parade in church on Sunday morning, so make sure you're getting ready for that. We've got a special song this morning, and I think some of you know this one, and then a book that I'm going to read for you, like we've been doing. So Jody, you're going to come on up here. We're going to sing this song.
Hey, guess what today is?
What's today?
National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day.
So I should eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Yeah.
What? How do you like your peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
What do you mean? Peanut butter, bread, peanut butter, jelly, bread.
I like mine like that, but I like mine grilled.
You do.
I like to put peanut butter and jelly and then butter on the outside of the bread, and then you grill it like a grilled cheese, but it's peanut butter and jelly, so it's like the best of bests. So that's something you should try today. I didn't know it was peanut butter and jelly day.
It is.
That's awesome. So now I know what I get to eat. All right. Okay. Now that I'm excited about that, we're gonna sing a song about a candle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. Have you guys ever sung this song? How's it go again?
It's the light of mine.
A light. That's right. We're talking about a light, but you know, it's not just a candle. It's about the light of Christ. This light that we have of being somebody who loves God, who has come to know Jesus, and it's like we have this light inside of us that is so bright that we want the whole world to see it and to know of what God has done for us and to know about God's love. And so we're talking about this light that we have that shines and how we don't want to hide it. We want to let everybody see it, okay? So that's what we're singing about. This little light of mine, right?
Yep.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, hold your finger up, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under a bushel? Hide it under a bushel. No! I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No! I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No! I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Don't let Satan blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Don't let Satan out. I'm gonna let it shine. Don't let Satan whoop it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine till Jesus comes. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine till Jesus comes. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh yeah. Let it shine till Jesus comes. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. I got a little. How's it go? It's in the first verse again, a little faster. That's what I meant to do. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh yeah. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Woo! If we're letting it shine, we just gotta keep letting it shine and letting it shine and letting it shine and letting it shine, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
But the song, this is not the song that never ends.
Oh, well, we could do that one. Okay. Woohoo! All right. Well, I think we're gonna do a special book today called Chester's Way. Can we pull that up? I think we can put a little title down there.
Getting there.
It's called Chester's Way by Kevin Hankes, and this little mouse right here is Chester. Now, I don't know about you, but sometimes we have special ways that we like to do things. I know I have special ways we like to do things, kind of like the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I think he has special ways he likes to do things too, huh? Okay, so let's just check in on Chester here. For Jenny. Hello, my name is Chester, and I like croquet and peanut butter and making my bed. Chester had his own way of doing things. He always cut his sandwiches diagonally. Do you cut your sandwiches diagonally or straight? Which way do you like those? He always got out of bed on the same side. And he never left the house without double knotting his shoes. I like to double knot my shoes too. Chester always had the same thing for breakfast, toast with jam and peanut butter. See, it's a jam and peanut butter day. And he always carried a miniature first aid kit in his back pocket, just in case. You definitely have a mind of your own, said Chester's mother. That's one way to put it, said Chester's father. Chester's best friend, Wilson, was exactly the same way. That's why they were best friends. Chester wouldn't play baseball unless Wilson played, and they never swung at the first pitch or slid head first. Wilson wouldn't ride his bike unless Chester wanted to, and they always used hand signals. If Chester was hungry, Wilson was too, but they rarely ate between meals. Some days, I can't tell those two apart, said Wilson's mother. Me either, said Wilson's father. Looks like they're doing everything together, aren't they? Chester and Wilson, Wilson and Chester. That's the way it was. Looks like maybe even best friends. They loved to go on picnics. Once, when Wilson accidentally swallowed a watermelon seed and cried because he was afraid that a watermelon plant would grow inside him, Chester swallowed one too. Don't worry, said Chester. Now, if you grow a watermelon plant, I'll grow one too. Now that they're being a little funny. Chester duplicated his Christmas list every year and gave a copy to Wilson because they always wanted the same things anyway. For Halloween, they always dressed as things that went together. Salt and pepper shakers, 2 mittens on a string, ham and eggs. They really are 2 peas in a pod, said Chester's mother. Looks like it, said Chester's father. They really are dressed as 2 peas in a pod for Halloween that year. In spring, Chester and Wilson shared the same umbrella. Look at that. In winter, they never threw snowballs at each other. In fall, they raked the leaves together. And in summer, they reminded each other to wear sunscreen so they wouldn't burn. Chester and Wilson, Wilson and Chester, that's the way it was. And then Lily moved into the neighborhood. Uh-oh. I'm Lily. I'm the queen. I like everything. Lily had her own way of doing things. Oh my. She wore band-aids all over her arms and legs to look brave. She talked backwards to herself sometimes so no one would know what she was saying. Oh. And she never left the house without one of her nifty disguises. Wow. Lily waved at all the cars that passed by, even if she didn't know who was in them. And she always carried a loaded squirt gun in her back pocket, just in case. She definitely has a mind of her own, said Chester. That's one way to put it, said Wilson. When Lily asked Chester and Wilson to play, they said they were busy. When she called them up on the phone, they disguised their voices and said they weren't home. If Lily was walking on one side of the street, Chester and Wilson crossed to the other side. I think they're a little afraid of her, huh? She's something else, said Chester. Looks like it, said Wilson. One day, while Chester and Wilson were practicing their hand signals, some older boys rode by, popping wheelies. They circled Chester and Wilson, and yelled personal remarks. Uh-oh. Looks like the big boys were making fun of them. That wasn't very nice. Chester and Wilson didn't know what to do. Just when they were about to give up hope, a fierce-looking cat with horrible fangs jumped out of the bushes and frightened the older boys away. Whoa. Looks like the cat's got a squirt gun, too. What do you think? Or who do you think that is? Are you who I think you are? Chester asked the cat. Of course, the cat replied. Thank you, Lily, said Chester. You're welcome, Chester, said Lily. Thank you, Lily, said Wilson. You're welcome, Wilson, said Lily. I'm glad you're wearing a disguise, said Chester. And I'm glad you had your squirt gun, said Wilson. I always do, said Lily, just in case. Afterward, Chester invited Lily over for lunch. You have Muscle Mouse Cup, said Lily. Of course, said Chester. I do too, said Lily. Same here, said Wilson. Chester and Wilson cut their sandwiches diagonally. Lily asked Chester's mother if she had cookie cutters, and she made stars and flowers and bells. That's neat, said Chester. Wow, said Wilson. That night, Lily invited Chester and Wilson to sleep over. You have a nightlight, said Chester. Of course, said Lily. I do too, said Chester. Same here, said Wilson. Chester and Wilson wanted toast with jam and peanut butter for breakfast, and next morning... Boring, said Lily. Try this instead. This is good, said Chester. Wow, said Wilson. After that, when Lily asked Chester and Wilson to play, they said yes. When she called them up on the phone, they had pleasant conversations. And if Lily was walking on one side of the street, Chester and Wilson waved and ran to catch up with her. Wow, now they like her. Chester and Wilson taught Lily hand signals, and she taught them how to pop wheelies. Lily taught Chester and Wilson how to talk backwards, and they taught her how to double knot her shoes. Oh, looks like they're all becoming friends. Some days I can't tell those three apart, said Lily's mother. Me either, said Lily's father. Chester and Wilson and Lily, Lily and Wilson and Chester, that's the way it was. For Halloween, they dressed as the three blind mice. Oh, that one's funny. For Christmas, Lily gave Chester and Wilson nifty disguises, and they gave her a box of multicolored shoelaces, extra long for double knotting. They loved to go on picnics. When Chester and Wilson told Lily about how they had each swallowed a watermelon seed once, Lily swallowed 3 of them. I'll grow a watermelon plant for each of us, she said. Oh boy. In spring, Chester and Wilson and Lily shared the same umbrella. In winter, they never threw snowballs at each other. In fall, they raked the leaves together, and in summer, they reminded each other to wear sunscreen so they wouldn't get burned. Chester and Wilson and Lily. Lily and Wilson and Chester. That's the way it was. The end. Oh, and then Victoria moved into the neighborhood. Uh-oh. Somebody new. It's kind of nice to have our own special way to do things, isn't it? And it's even more fun when you have a special friend to do that same thing with. And then meeting new people and getting to do something new or learn something new is special too. Well, right now it's not that easy to make new friends or to get out and try new things, but we can have some fun, maybe with things like peanut butter and jelly, like it's a peanut butter and jelly day. And we can cut our sandwiches diagonally, or maybe even make stars and circles and other fun things. We can have fun together, even by watching on the internet and hearing stories and singing songs together. So I'm glad you and I can be friends, and I'm glad that we can sing together and read stories together. Today, why don't you go and have some fun? And if you like peanut butter and jelly, make a sandwich. Share it with mom or dad, brother or sister, and you have a wonderful day. Today, do it your way.